front of Capitol Records today, February 25th, 2009, to celebrate George Harrison's birthday. This is a birthday celebration that goes on every year on February 25th here in front of Capitol Records. And we're going to play some songs and read some poetry in his honor. Dennis Queen's John Lennon's star makes it totally perfect and pretty every year. And Bruce does.
Got nothing but love, girl. 8 days a week. 8 days a week. I love you. Change my mind and open up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy.
My name is Dennis, welcome, and thank you for coming. And behind me is Harry Birthday. Behind him is somebody from KLOS FM. Let's forward. Harry is in Santa Monica, and I wanted to thank him for all that he's done all these years. I mean, this has been 20 plus years that he's been babysitting these events. He rang me during the week, said that he had a scheduling conflict, and he's not able to make this event. So, if you would, a big round of applause for Jerry, all the way in Santa Monica. We love you, Jerry. Okay, and I want to also thank the folks at Capitol Records. Beautiful cake. To my left on that table is a scrumptious looking cake. And I want to thank the folks at Capitol Records for bringing the cake and supplying everything that they do every year. The gentleman over my left shoulder, let's raise the roof for Mr. Bruce Monaco, who is the sound guy. Bruce made some effort by putting in his requisition years in advance so he can be out here 4 times a year. He is a dedicated Led Zeppelin, Beatles fan. I think what we'll do right away is get straight forward to Mr. Chris Carter.
Since we're doing a lot of applause so far, how about Dennis Garland? What's Dennis been doing? Well, Dennis, of course, keeping the stars clean, and hopefully we'll have a new one soon for George Harrison. Excellent, because it's just for you guys. So I thought I'd read it real quick. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being there and remembering this day. We cut a birthday cake for George today, too, and felt as much love as always. We have to celebrate the 24th and the 25th because one day or the other, George always teased us that we had forgotten. Note, you know he was born before midnight on the 24th, but during the blackout of the war, the clocks are put ahead, so then it was the 25th. She actually wrote it. Lots of love to you all, Olivia and Danny. A little quick breakfast with the Beatles news that also happened this afternoon. We're now, the KLOS show, streaming online. So if you have anybody that wants to hear it on their computer.
You know, I've told this before. I didn't get to Woodstock or Monterey Pop, 2 of the biggest, but I did attend the concert for Bangladesh. You know, and obviously it was the first humanitarian rock and roll concert. And the thing that was so cool about my experience, you know, used to sort of showbiz concerts, and I figured that George, being the headliner, would be brought out near the end of the show, but this was rock and roll, this was different, this was his baby, he was right out there in front. Even though he said numerous times, you know, he was always comfortable being in a band, but that was, you know, just one of the greatest concerts I've obviously ever attended. You know, today, being George's birthday, I happen to be playing from Dark Horse, Harry's on Tour Express. It's an instrumental. And you just felt George's spirit You know, and his lyrics are so poignant. His spirit was so genuine. And I've said this before, I can't think of anyone since the 60s in rock where where peers admired anyone more than George Harrison. And I believe within the next, someone knows they can say, the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, we'll have a star for George.
Yeah.
So thank you all. And just give us love, give us peace on earth.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Before we even leave here, it's on YouTube.
Hi everybody, my name's Teri. Hi. When George Harrison passed away, it was a really potent moment in my life, and I wrote this song in the hopes that I could send out some of that peaceful feeling in the music like he did. It's called Back to the Middle.